Hi guys, welcome to AJ Mancave Hobbies. Alex here, and today I want to talk about rewaxing a jacket. So this is the Brave Star jacket, Ironside. You still can buy it on their website in a different color, but that's what they sell now. And so this is a Type 3 jacket, same style as denim jackets with Sherpa lining. And I have been wearing it for 2 winters in Calgary, and it became quite dirty. So it was time to clean it, but the only way you can clean it really is washing it. So I tried to wash it in a bathtub. It didn't do the trick. So, I mean, like, whatever. I either throw it out or destroy it. So I washed it in a washer on a delicate cycle. And to make it more extreme, I actually dried it in an electric dryer as well. So the jacket came out of it completely waxless. And I also did it on a delicate cycle. So it was not that extreme as you can think probably about. Anyway, I'm not going to show you the actual process because there are many videos on YouTube showing how to do it. I would rather share with you what difficulties I had, what technique I used, and give you some tips how to make it more efficient, more effective, and not to ruin your jackets. First of all, what I used to wax it. I bought this product on Amazon, and I am not affiliated with it. I was just too cheap to buy Barbour wax, so I bought this cheaper version of it. Same thing, I guess. And what you also need is a pot with water and a sponge. I used a yellow sponge like this. It's for dishes, kitchen sponge. I just cut it in half and used smaller piece just because I needed to fit it into this opening on a tin. So to use a bigger one, and if you buy a bigger tin, would be probably more beneficial, but that's what I did and how I used it. So first you melt the wax and plan for good 30-40 minutes to do that because it takes time to melt the whole tin. And a couple of tips: don't poke unmelted part on top with a whatever, with a fork or with anything else, and not to push it down to melt, because the wax which is down there is melted, and on top there's like a crust. So when there's a hole in it and you push down, the wax will just squirt around as crazy. So it's difficult to clean it. So don't do that. Don't make the same mistake I did. Next, you also need a table to place the jacket, right? So if you have a smaller table, that's fine. Use whatever table you want. Just make sure it's the top is clean and nothing is on it. What I recommend is to start with some hidden panels, probably a pocket or a collar on the other side. And what you need to do is to dip the edge of the sponge just slightly and start rubbing. Just like this. This is it. And wait until, just spread it. Just spread the wax till it absorbs. If you have any buildups of wax on top of it, don't worry about it right now. You'll deal with it later. So start with hidden panels and do it only panel by panel, just to focus on one panel at a time. Leave the big ones until the last minute probably when you are sufficient, because dealing with smaller panels is much easier. Also, concentrate and focus on seams as well. Like spread and rub wax into the seams. If you have some build-up wax, don't worry about it by now as well. And as I said, just dip often, but only like small amount, like just edge of this sponge into the melted wax. Now, how to deal with this build-up pieces? Like you'll see them immediately. They're going to be like whitish, yellowish. So friction creates heat. So when you start actually rubbing it more intensively, these pieces of wax will melt and start absorbing into the fabric. So that's how you deal with that. As I said, you need to pay attention to the seams because wax buildup is just more intense there. Same thing, just rub it more intensively. If you have small bubbles or whatever they're called of wax, don't worry about it. Later, we're going to deal with that. Make sure you don't put any wax on Sherpa. You won't be able to remove it after that. So just carefully do it around these edges, around the seams. When you're done and the whole jacket is actually treated with wax, you need a hair dryer. It's better if you ask your wife before using it. If you don't, you may get in trouble. So use it on heat, like high heat. And so some recommendations tell you, oh, keep it like 10 inches away. It's okay to keep it closer because it will heat and melt wax faster and better. So I kept it probably almost like an inch away from the fabric and it did the job. So these little pieces of wax, if you have them, they will be melted and absorbed by the material, by the fabric. So again, do it panel by panel. Start with hidden panels, either a pocket or other side of a collar. Okay, so then you do it like dry it panel by panel. And extra attention to seams as well. Just run slowly your hairdryer along the way. Okay, so guys, I specifically probably focus or emphasize on the fact that I just used what I had. I don't have a heat gun, so I use the hairdryer. Okay, it does the trick. So you do it once, the whole jacket, and put it in a dark, warm place just to stay there, to hang, and hang it on a wide hanger so it will not stretch the shoulders. Okay, that's also important. So just put it on a wide hanger, put it in a dark area where it's relatively warm, and let it dry for a couple of days. After that, inspect your jacket again, and using a hairdryer, do the whole process again with melting the wax and going panel by panel, and seams as well, like separately. You'll see that after 2 days, the wax is still going to be melting and absorbing by the fabric again. After that, again, put it in a dark, warm place for another 48 to 72 hours to dry out. So I haven't been worn this jacket yet. So you don't see any creases or any white spots on it. So when I start wearing it again, I bet it will be some areas on sleeves for sure, which will be like creases in elbow areas for sure. That's the way of, I guess, breaking in and wearing a jacket like this, and that's totally normal. So you will have certain signs of wear. There are a couple more techniques to add to what I just told you about the process, but I didn't go that far. So one of them is you can use brown paper from stores like store bags made of brown paper, and you can iron your jacket if you have an iron. Okay, but the trick here is don't move that paper. If you need to remove it, just pick it up. Don't rub your jacket with this paper. Be careful with that. So it will melt the wax again, make it absorb by the fabric better. And again, put it at the minimum heat. Don't put it in cotton like maximum. You don't want that. You want slightly warm iron, okay? Another technique which I didn't use, it may help as well for a better result. You take a cloth, like older, clean cloth. Ideally, it should be cotton, right? And rub your jacket, panel by panel, intensively. It will also help to break down the residual wax and for the fabric to absorb it as well. As I said, last two techniques I didn't use because I am quite satisfied with the results as they are. But if you want to, you can do it. So as I understand, those two advanced techniques are used by some companies like Barbour or Filson, by guys who actually rewax jackets or whatever garment. And so if you want to achieve the same results, you can use those techniques. As I said, I am quite satisfied with what I got here. So after you're done, your jacket goes back into a dark place, but this time it can be a cooler place, like you can put it in your garage. And the jacket can be worn in about 6-7 days after that. So my jacket is still in the process of cooling down, I guess, that's how we call it. And in about few days it will be ready, and I will give it a first wear in the park. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope my tips will help you to rewax your jackets. And if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. Please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. If something what I said is not really isn't appropriate to use on a jacket to rewax, tell me about it as well. Maybe I was wrong somewhere and you know it better, so I will appreciate your input. So thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.